Hello and welcome back to Engineering 101, Lecture 3-22 on programming analog inputs for the Arduino Uno. We're going to use a potentiometer to represent our analog input, and this is homework for week 3 as well. So the first thing we do is we are going to select a potentiometer and set it to 10 kilo ohms. We're also going to get a photoresistor so that I can show you that analog inputs work for both of them. And we're going to create a voltage divider with the photoresistor as well as with the potentiometer. And so we're going to do that by using a 10 kilo ohm resistor. So I am going to attach a 10 kilo ohm resistor to one leg of the photoresistor and to the 5-volt bus, and the other side of the photoresistor is going to be attached to ground. Then I'm going to take a wire from the meeting point of the photoresistor and the 10 kilo ohm resistor, and I am going to attach that to A0, which means an analog input on our Arduino Uno. And then I'm also going to attach a 5-volt and ground to my potentiometer and attach that middle pin to A1 so that that's also an analog input, and I will show you how I can use both of these analog inputs to vary the brightness on my red and blue LED. So then next we are going to work on the graphical code. So I am going to have to use analog read in order to read my inputs. So I'm going to have to use analog read to read my inputs on A0 and A1. And then based upon the values that I read, I am going to use those to write a brightness to my LEDs. So this means creating a variable, and we will name that variable brightness. And so after I name it brightness, I will write to it based upon the value of my analog inputs. Then I am going to set my LEDs, which are on pins 10 and 11, to that brightness that I'm reading from either the potentiometer or the photoresistor. And once again, I want one LED to get brighter as the other gets dimmer. So in order to do that, I will set one to brightness and I will set the other to 255 minus the brightness. And you notice that as I turn my potentiometer, the red and blue do vary in brightness. And now I will show the same thing, except now I will write the values to the photoresistor. So the brightness will be dictated by the value of my photoresistor. So this would be like a light dimmer or a night light as well. And I am going to use the brightness in order to control that value. And now it's going to be on A1 instead of A0. And so now when I run it, if I click on the photoresistor and I slide it from light to dark, you can once again see that the LEDs get lighter and dimmer.